Okay, so welcome back to Bloody Lane Turn 20 Part 2. We're moving on to the Union action phase. So we resolve the Union actions from the leftmost attack track, A, then to B, C, D, E, and we determine and resolve actions for the foremost Union counters. They can't penetrate the line, but again, we'll play through the game. So we're going to roll 1d6. 1 to 4 will be a move. Because these guys are the foremost attack positions, we would re-roll again. Another result of 1 to 4 will be a charge. 5 to 6 is a volley with the possibility of a sharpshooter action. So we're going to do 63rd New York first of all. So 1d6. 6 is a volley, so they will attack the 2nd North Carolina. Modifiers. Base cohesion is 4. Union range modifier is 0. -1 for smoke. No exposed token. So it's 4 -1 is going to be 3. So 1, 2, 3 will be a hit. And it's a miss. Okay, so 63rd New York fail. Okay, 69th New York, they get a 4, so we re-roll, possibility of a charge. 1 to 4 will be a charge, 5 to 6 a volley, 4 is a charge. Okay, so let's go through what's going to happen here. We're going to roll 1d6 for the 69th New York and add their cohesion of 4. We're going to roll 1d6 for the 40th North Carolina and add their cohesion of 3. If the result is equal or higher for the Confederates, there's 1 hit inflicted on the 69th New York. If 69th New York is higher, both forces suffer a -1 cohesion. So blue is Union, yellow is the Confederates, and we get, so the Union won, so that's 3 plus 4 is 7, 3 plus 1 is 4. So they both take a hit. So 14th North Carolina is reduced to 2. Oh, and then the 69th New York is reduced to 3. But final turn of the game, so they did not shatter and they were not able to get into Bloody Lane. So 7th West Virginia, okay, so their cohesion is 1. So they're going to automatically select and try to resolve a crouch and reform, which is a cohesion check. A result of 1 will boost them back up to 2. Let's see what we get. And it's a 1. So they did pass. So I'm not sure we're going to be able to destroy them this turn. However, that does prevent the 88th New York from marching past them. So yeah, if we want to get one more hit in, this is the most vulnerable. Okay, and then 29th Massachusetts. So again, 1d6, 1 to 4 is a move, possible charge, 5 to 6 is a volley. So 1 is a move, re-roll, and 2 is a charge. So again, let's go through the modifiers. So yeah, lucky we didn't take any hits. So it's going to be, blue dice is going to be 1d6 plus 4. Confederates will be 1d6 plus 2. Let's see what we get. Yep, easy win there for the Union. So again, they charge. So that's going to be 10 versus 4. So 30th North Carolina takes a hit and is reduced to 1. But again, there's nothing, no more damage can be done this turn. So that's not going to impact the ending of the game. But again, let's go through it so everybody's clear. So 8th Ohio, they're on a cohesion of 1. So check. 4 is a miss. They remain in crouch position. There are no regiments in any rear attack positions, so they don't move forward. 88th New York also cannot move forward. If 7th West Virginia had remained on cohesion 1, we would have made a cohesion check to see if they bypass the 7th West Virginia, but they don't do that. 132nd Pennsylvania can't move forward. 130th Pennsylvania also can't move forward. So that's how the Union will end the battle. So that's the Union action phase. Remove exposed tokens. Nothing. Union deployment phase. All the attack waves are on the game board, so nothing to resolve there. So Union action phase. So again, what we're going to try and do here is at least get rid of the 7th West Virginia. So we're going to roll 4d6, assign each dice to the column, and select one of the actions that are available. So let's go. Okay, so we do have a 1. Let me just put these to the side. But remember, down here, we have an orders token. So we're now going to resolve that to re-roll the 1. 1 gives us no action, so we... Well, there you go. That just sums up the game, doesn't it? So it's another one, nothing we can do about it. So let's put it over here. So 1 is no action available. What else did we get? A 3, that's inspire or fire. Sorry, a 2 is fire or reload, and 4 is a reload or inspire. So we've got 2 attempts to attack these guys here. We're gonna have to use oblique fire. So which ones are the fire? So 2 and 3 are fire. So if these guys reload, their minion ball value will be 0, so they will not be able to attack. So we're going to use oblique fire here and oblique fire here and try and get 2 hits there. 4 is a reload or an inspire. Okay, again, it's not going to impact the game, but I'm going to reload here the 2nd North Carolina. So let's resolve the reload first. So they turn back up and the minion ball value goes down to 3. And so let's resolve the attacks. So we're looking for 2 hits. Okay, so this is going to be 14th North Carolina. This is oblique fire. So modifiers, oblique fire is -1, smoke is -1, range is +1. So that's 2, -1 for oblique is 1, -1 for smoke is 0, +1 for range is 1. So we need to hit on a 1. There's no devastating fire because the minion ball value isn't 2 or higher. And we get a 6. Okay, so that's game over then. So they missed. Okay, so it's now impossible for me to destroy the 7th West Virginia. But again, let's go through it anyway. So they can't attack either, can they? So their base is 1. So that's -1, minus, and they're crouching. -2, +1 is, that's -1, right? 0. Yeah, so and a -1 for oblique fire. So yeah, actually they can't even attack. So that's how the game is going to end. I miscalculated that. Okay, so that's the end of the Confederate action phase. That brings us to the end of the turn. Again, it's redundant at this point, but we remove the tokens, for example, the smoke token. So that's the game. That means I destroyed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Union regiments, which is not enough to give me even a draw. What is happening historically is that while the fighting is going on here, there's a Union column coming down here that are in danger of flanking the Confederate regiments in Bloody Lane. So the game kind of supposes that if they can't deal effectively with the attack on the front, they're not going to be able to shift their attention over here and deal with this flanking movement. So because we didn't inflict enough losses, even though Bloody Lane itself remains intact, the Confederates now are being outflanked here and they're dealing with the frontal attack as well. So the game assumes, therefore, that it's a loss for the Confederates and they will have to withdraw down towards Piper Lane, which is box S1 here. Okay, so that concludes the game. I hope, even though I've lost, I hope that you've seen with this playthrough and the first playthrough I did, and also Tony over at Tony's Board Life has also done a 1 to 20 turn video. So check out his video as well. I think hopefully you can see that this is a very decision heavy game. It's not, there's no hack. Like you can't just figure out a way to win and then just keep on repeating it. And again, if you compare the 3 videos, the 2 that I've done and the 1 that Tony has done, I think you'll agree as well that there's a huge amount of variability from game to game. So that's Bloody Lane. It's available from Amazon Print, Amazon Kindle, and Wargame Vault. And thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you again in some other future playthrough.